Good afternoon, 17th of March 21. Disruption 45 government buildings. Now, banks are having a hard time, and these digital currencies will make them think twice. Why do you need a building? I was watching a video about this cost of each building in the city centers. Well, the maintenance cost was from $500,000 to 1 million. But of course, if we add incompetent government officials at the key performance indicator of about 5%, then we can multiply this up to 5 million. We have examples of these government public buildings when they enter into the private buildings. I have a personal example or sample with this building that we are at here in Bilbao, and we have the water consortium, and they have average about 80,000 overheads extra per year for a 200 square meter office, and constantly refurnishing the building, and this is what we suffer. But imagine how much you suffer. Imagine in Spain there would be some 500 million kids that have not been born because the parents cannot afford, because these public governments use these buildings to consider that they are doing something useful. And then imagine that this could be an increase of tax of, let's say, 10,000%. So in this digital world, this disruption, this coronavirus has bad things and good things. And unfortunately, we have to be positive. The good thing is that the digital disruption was here. So it's about time you really look at how many buildings, government buildings we have in Bilbao, for example, from Merchant Marine, from the council, from the Vizcay province, the Basque government, from the labor, from any ministry, government of Madrid. I mean, the city center is full of buildings, and we don't even have people living in the streets. Well, very few, and they are increasing. But the question is that the people are getting poorer and the population is disappearing. Yes, we don't see younger people around, and this is happening in many countries, like in Japan and in any other industrialized and, let's say, first world countries, as they say. Well, I beg your pardon, but I believe it's the other way around. I mean, if you have no ethic, if you have no moral, if you need to have these buildings, 50,000 buildings, and then you pay no pension to those neighbors that have been working throughout their lives, because you have to occupy this huge council and these huge diputación buildings, and well, what kind of moral attitude do you have and ethics? And this is the situation nowadays throughout this printing of money. If they print money, the first ones to benefit from this money are going to be the governments. What? To pay for these buildings. And then also the people that occupy these buildings need to get wages. For what? For doing nothing. We have security, we have overhead, maintenance issues of these buildings. We don't need those buildings. We are in a digital world. So it's about time that you governments really think about this. How can you share just one building for all the countries in the planet, so that there will be more new generations, and they will have better pensions, and they will have better education, better security, and better health, which I guess that the health side, it is not possible. You have demonstrated it is not possible. But please, meanwhile, just lower the taxes so people cannot be poor, will not be poor any longer, and they will have the right to generate utility and intrinsic value. So I hope you like this video. Thumbs up, and then let us in shipping show the short side, how this responsible corporate and social, it can be possible, corporate social responsibility, to show them that with a 100% key performance indicator, it is possible to show these new generations that they have opportunities, and this is not the case today. Thank you. Bye.